Welcome to PAWS Academy. Here, every week, you will get a chance to learn something new and exciting about pets or wild animals and how you can help them. Hi there! Welcome back to PAWS Academy, and if you're new to PAWS Academy, welcome! My name is Bailey, and I'm an educator at PAWS, where people are helping animals every day. Last week, we talked about how much it costs to take care of a pet, and boy oh boy, it was a lot. If you missed our last week's episode, you can click the link in the description, and I'll take you right to the video. This week, we are going to be meeting some of the cats and dogs of PAWS, and learn how PAWS helps the animals that come through our doors. Animal shelters like PAWS are places that help homeless pets, like cats and dogs. It is a temporary home for pets that have no home or family. There are animal shelters all around the nation, and all of them are helping homeless pets. For instance, some are run by the government, and others are run by a group of people who want to help animals. There are also other names for animal shelters, like a pound, a humane society, or an animal rescue. And they're all a little different, not because of their name, but because of how they work. But the one thing that they all have in common is they are helping homeless pets. When an animal stays at an animal shelter like PAWS, they are provided with great care. They receive food, water, a warm and dry place to sleep, toys to play with, and most importantly, lots of love from the people who work and volunteer there. Why would a pet end up at PAWS? The reasons that they end up at PAWS vary from animal to animal. Some pets are found as a stray with no home. Sometimes a pet's family can no longer keep them. Some pets are born in shelters if a pregnant cat or dog needs help. And some pets end up at a shelter that doesn't have any space for them, so they're transported to PAWS. About 6 million cats and dogs end up in animal shelters in the United States every year. At PAWS, we help about 4,500 cats and dogs every year. Today, we are going to learn about a few of these animals that came to PAWS because they needed our help. The first story I have for you is about a little scruffy dog named Ollie. He was found in the neighborhood near PAWS when he was just a little puppy. Ollie was a stray, which means that he was outside alone and we didn't know who his family was. Strays end up at PAWS in different ways. Some are found by people, like you and me, and others are found by animal control officers who help bring the stray animals to animal shelters where they can get the care they need. Sometimes animals that are brought in as strays will have an ID tag or a microchip that will help us find their owners. Ollie didn't have a microchip or an ID tag, and he didn't have a family to go to, so PAWS helped him find a new family. He was adopted by his forever home and now loves going on vacations to the beach and visiting his friends at PAWS who helped save him. Another story I have for you is about a dog named Poppy. Poppy was found running along the highway in Texas. She was alone outside without a family, so she was a stray dog. An animal control officer found her and picked her up and took her to an animal shelter near where she was found to get some love and care. They couldn't find her family, and the shelter had too many animals to care for, so some volunteers decided to bring her to PAWS in Washington to get adopted here. At PAWS, Poppy received more love and care, and her forever family saw her and fell in love with her. You might even recognize her from some previous PAWS Academy episodes. She was adopted, and now she has an amazing forever home where she has learned many tricks and even does agility. What an awesome story! Another happy story is about a cat named Harley who started out his life being described as a black cat with big ears. He was born a stray in Yakima, Washington. He, his mom, and his siblings were found by a kind woman who took them to a local shelter where they received love and care. They were then transported to PAWS all together to find their forever homes. Although Harley didn't get adopted straight away. Harley was a little bit sick and needed help getting better before he could be adopted, so he went to a foster home. A foster home is a place where someone volunteers to help take care of the animal in need in their home for a little while before they are adopted by their forever home. Luckily for Harley, his foster family fell in love with him and decided to adopt him. Yet another way that animals end up at PAWS is if they are born while their mom is in care at a shelter. Quinn was born in an animal shelter after her mom was found as a stray, pregnant, and alone on the streets. Quinn's mom gave birth in the shelter, and Quinn was cared for by both her mom and the kind staff and volunteers at PAWS. Quinn was able to be adopted by her forever family, and rather than living as a stray on the streets, she has a warm bed, lots of food, and an amazing family. Her forever family happens to be the same family that adopted Harley, and now they're inseparable. Animal shelters provide a safe place for all dogs and cats that need homes, and help them all find their forever families. One last way that animals end up at animal shelters like PAWS is when their current owner decides they can no longer keep them, for one of many reasons. This could be that they are moving, and where they're moving to, they can't have the animal. Or maybe someone in their family is allergic to the animal. Or maybe someone lost their job and they can't afford to take care of their pet anymore. Pets can be really expensive, and last week we talked about the average cost of a pet cat and a pet dog for an entire year. The link is in the description if you want to learn more. People have many reasons for surrendering their animal to a shelter, and places like PAWS can help the animal find a new home. These 4 stories are just 4 of the 4,500 cats and dogs that PAWS is able to help every year, out of the 6 million that end up in animal shelters around the nation every year. The work that animal shelters do to help these animals find forever homes is hard, but oh so worth it. Learning about animal shelters and the services that they provide can make them seem less scary. I know that when I was growing up, I thought all animals in shelters were super sad and lonely, but after learning about animal shelters, I now know that they get so much love from the people who work and volunteer at them. For example, at PAWS, the dogs get up to 8 walks a day. That's more than many dogs get in their permanent homes. The cats at PAWS also get as many cuddles as they want from our awesome staff and volunteer team. When you aren't sure how something works, it's always a good idea to do some research on your own to learn more. This leads us to this week's Try It Out. We are challenging you to find out where the closest animal shelter is to you, and then find a way that you can help them and the animals that they serve. Maybe PAWS is even the animal shelter that is the closest to you. Sometimes animal shelters have wish lists of items that they need to help take care of the animals. One way for you to help would be for you and your family to get something for them from the wish list. It can be a can of cat food or a bag of dog food. It could also be something that you make, like a tug toy for a dog or a wand toy for a cat. Remember 2 episodes ago when we made a safe puzzle toy for a pet? One way to help is to make a puzzle toy and give it to an animal shelter near you. In addition to this task, I am leaving you more challenges on the PAWS Academy website. You can write a story about an animal that got adopted from a shelter and now has an awesome life with their new family. Or you can figure out how many animals get adopted from a shelter in a month. Whatever challenges you choose to do, we hope you have fun. I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the cats and dogs of PAWS. Next week, we're going to dive into some of the reasons that animals need help at shelters. Thanks for tuning in again this week to PAWS Academy. I'm so excited to keep learning with you all. Until next time, I'm Bailey. Keep helping the animals. Bye-bye. We wanted to take a moment to say thank you to our friends at Veterinary Specialty Center of Seattle for sponsoring this episode of PAWS Academy. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and turn the bell on so you don't miss another PAWS Academy episode. See you soon!